Hey guys, and welcome to the very first video recording of the Latin Babbler show. This is another gold edition episode. We are joined today by Jessica Darrow, the voice of the character Luisa from Disney's Encanto. So let's get this started right away.
Levantaré mi bandera, estando en mi país o estando allá afuera, porque para mí, mira, no existen fronteras. Yo levantaré mi bandera, wow. Levantaré mi bandera, estando en mi país o estando allá afuera, porque para mí, mira, no existen fronteras. No, no, y es que hay mucho sentimiento, lo grito al viento, de ser latino nunca me arrepiento. Lo digo desde la Suiza, centroamericana, rebota en Colombia y en Dominicana y yo.
All right, guys, welcome to the Latin Babbler show. I'm the host of Latin Babbler. I'm joined by my amazing crew. Tigara, Juan is here. And like we said before, joining us from Disney's Encanto, the voice of Luisa, Jessica Darrow. Jessica, welcome to the show.
Welcome, girl.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks, guys.
Welcome, welcome.
One of my favorite characters. By the way, she's born in Miami, which apparently everybody who is coming on the show is now born in Miami. Now, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It's crazy. Yo, she's in Miami.
Really?
Yeah.
Miss
Oh, my
Rocky.
God,
Oh,
you're
yeah, I'm
there
a
right
Miami
now.
girl.
Yep, she's there right now.
I'm
I'm
right
in
here,
LA,
How are you
girl.
coast to
liking it?
coast.
Are you hot? Are you cold?
It's hot, girl. It's hot, girl.
I need to go back.
So Jessica, I'm looking at your resume here. Now you graduated from the University of Rutgers. That is insane. Like, who made
So
you go
why are
there?
you looking at my resume? What the
We
heck?
have to. This is what we do here. You spent 5 months
Why?
in London. Like, I'm jealous.
I'm like, oh my God, yes. Yes, I did, actually. And you know what? I do love to talk about London. So everything happens for a reason. Okay, look at my resume. Talk about London.
But you know, we're
I
old
was just
school. That's how
no
we do
one like
it.
looks at your resume anymore. That's what I'm saying. You know, like it's just, yeah. But you know what? But I
We're
like
old
that.
school.
It's something that actually I'm because I just talk about my resume because honestly it's not that much. So you know that's usually how it happens. But yes, I did spend 5 months studying Shakespeare in London. I was like
know.
only allowed to practically speak Shakespeare for 5 months.
What was
Yeah.
it like to be in the
I got to
Shakespeare
perform on the Globe
Globe?
stage. It was amazing. I mean, it was so. So I went to Rutgers University, and the conservatory program that I went there, to there is called Mason Gross School of the Arts, and they are the like American flagship program at Shakespeare's Globe. So they do this thing every year where they take in the junior year of actors. So my acting company, I was with all 4 years of school. And in our third year, we are their like resident acting company, essentially like student acting company at Shakespeare's Globe. And we get to learn with all of the like directors there, become our teachers and mentors. And I had an amazing Shakespearean text coach named Giles, who my cat is now named after. And yeah, it was listen, it holds a very fond place in my heart. I learned so much, and I actually got to perform on the Globe stage, which was insane. I played a Hermia in A Midsummer Night's Dream, the small brown one.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that is literally her description. And yeah, it was amazing. I felt so lucky to be able to do that. And I was 20 and the drinking age was 18, so I went crazy.
Oh yeah, it's different in Europe. It's different in Europe.
It's different over there. It's different over there.
So what inspired you to get into acting?
But it was a great time. Oh gosh, I've just always been loud as hell since a very young age. I just wanted people to hear me tell stories. It actually started with I'd say elementary school. I would our like language arts assignments. We would be like just doing creative writing stories, and I would purposefully write them so that I could ask my teacher to perform them in front of the class. And I always loved doing different kinds of voices and creating different characters. I was crazy, and I was actually in chorus first. I thought, you know, I'm gonna just pursue singing, and that felt really cool. And then I kind of like low key got nudged out of chorus because I sang too loud. And then I took
You
the
sing
hint
too
and
loud.
I joined the morning announcement. I sang too loud. I felt like, you know, because everyone's like, they're little and we're all like singing so cute and like in the choir, but I'm over here like trying to belt my face off. And they were like, maybe you should channel that energy somewhere else. And so, yeah, I joined the morning announcements, and through there I got to create this character that I made. She was like an old lady who like she read children's books, but I also had a puppet who would like comment on the children's book. crazy, bro. But
That's cool.
It was cool. And then I'd say the other catalyst was like I played Captain Hook in middle school. And then after that, I was like, I need to do this forever. So I've got a huge theater background and musical theater background. So I've been doing it for a while, but professionally, it's been for the past 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
But but acting has been my freaking life. But I guess, I'd say professionally since I graduated college, but I've just always done it. It's the only thing I know how to do.
Well, you do it well. And so, ironic.
Thank you.
That's why we're here. So you land on Disney's Encanto. Still the #1 movie in the world right now, by the way, for people who are interested in finding out. Disney's 60 animated motion picture. What was your audition process like? And when did you know that you were Luisa?
The audition process was actually a very thoughtful one, honestly. I happened to be in LA in March 2020. We all know what time that was. And I literally just went out there because I just needed a change in my career. And I just kept auditioning. And I just, maybe if I go to LA, I don't know, something will switch up. I needed a change of scenery. And when I was there, my agent that usually sends me voiceover auditions, just via MP3 on phone, was like, hey, you're there in person. If you want to go to Disney Animation, you could pull up and audition. I was like, okay, I'll take the $50 Uber. So I went.
$50.
And then
She remembers the amount.
I chatted with her in person. Duh. I'm over here I need change. I also need change to pay for this Uber. But I pull up to Burbank and had this, I wasn't even in a booth. Jamie Spears Roberts is the casting director and Grace Kim is the assistant. And I just chatted with them for probably an hour and a half. And I read the scene just person to person. And I think that's what really made the difference. She was like, all right, you've got a call back. Oh, I sang I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan.
Oh, that's a good song, though. That's one of my favorites.
Right?
That's such a good song.
It's one of the best. Yeah, we love that song. So I was and it was perfect for Luisa. It ended up being perfect. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. And she said, you got a call back. And then the pandemic hit and I just forgot about it. I had to none of us knew if we were going to be able to make art in the same way, not even make art ever again, maybe, we had no idea what was going to happen. So I had to just, for the sake of my own sanity, I didn't even think about it. And then July hit and I had a Zoom call back with Jared and Byron. And that was actually amazing. God, they're just the greatest guys and asked me such amazing questions about, just so thoughtful about my own family dynamic and the role that I felt I played within it, and really just wanted to get to know me and my story. And then I found out in October, so more tiempo, bro, just more and more time. And then I found out in October. Meanwhile, it's pandemic, so not showering, sometimes crying, So then it's
at least she was honest about the not showering.
It's true. You go through depression.
Okay. So October comes around. We're getting real. October comes around and I get this call. I'm literally sitting on the couch with my BFF watching our 100th movie. And I was like, wait a second, what? And I just thought it was in the moment, I actually was kind of neutral. And I just felt oh, yeah, okay. Sounds great. And then I hang up the phone and I just immediately.
It hit you after.
Just start crying. Yes.
Uh-huh.
It just hit me after.
She was and
I call my family.
Disney just casted me.
Yeah. And the thing is, my family has been so obsessed with Disney, just our whole lives. We love Disney.
Yeah, so do we.
So, and we love Lin-Manuel Miranda. So I was just bro, this is all encompassing. It's it's really been such a dream come true. And I think it is crazy that my first huge feature film is Disney. Right? It's also it's a little part of me. My inner child is constantly I have to, I do get overwhelmed a lot because this is all so new to me. This is very much not my field before. I had no idea I would ever be in this position. So I have to keep on constantly checking myself and giving myself reality checks, But what really brings me back and makes me so grateful is when I just zoom out and I'm whoa, little you would honestly be freaking out right now. So just chill and enjoy this. No te preocupes. Just let's be grateful to be here and like continue to receive what comes. But it's hard to receive when it's just like
it's like, I mean, it's all impacting. I mean, it's happening right now. So it's, you know, maybe months from now you'll be able to look back and sit there and kind of sit there. Okay, now I know what I just went through. But
honestly, I feel like I'm getting, I get like just flashes of November when I was in LA there for the premiere and just seeing all these amazing people. It like the memories come back to me almost like it's like I don't know, like there's part of my brain that I like blacked out because I was just trying to like be so present. And then the memories come back to me. And I'm like, oh, wow, that was so incredible. Like I was literally standing next to Lin-Manuel Miranda. Like, what? That's my Theo now. What?
Right? Uncle Miranda.
Uncle Miranda. We like that.
Actually, I'll go with Uncle Lin. It doesn't sound so good as Uncle Miranda. We'll go with Uncle Lin.
I think that's funny.
That's funny. One day I'll meet him and I'll be like, hey, Uncle Miranda.
Let's see what he says.
So I got a clip because honestly, like I said, Luisa was one of our favorite characters on there, especially the message behind this. So I'm going to play the clip real quick.
I'm the strong one. I'm not nervous. I'm as tough as the crust of the earth is.
Okay.
I move mountains, I move churches, and I glow cause I know what my worth is.
Of course. I mean, hey, where are you going?
I don't ask how hard the work is. Got a rough and destructible surface. Diamonds and platinum, I find I'm platinum. I take what I'm handed, I break what's demanded. But under the surface, I feel berserk as a tightrope walker in a 3-ring circus. Under the surface, was Hercules ever like, yo, I don't wanna fight Cerberus? Under the surface, I'm pretty sure I'm worthless if I can be of service. A flaw or a crack, the straw in the stack that breaks the camel's back. What breaks the camel's back? It's pressure like a drip, drip, drip that'll never stop. Whoa, pressure that'll tip, tip, tip till you just go pop. Whoa, give it to your sister's older. Give her all the heavy things we can't shoulder. Who am I if I can't run with the ball? If I fall.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is nice. That sounded good.
That's nice. Yeah.
Surface Pressure was like one of my favorite songs. It's so hard to pick like a favorite character or favorite song because everyone was so good. But honestly, like as someone who in his family, everyone comes to me to vent and for like emotional support, and it's like it can be a lot. So I feel like the song really resonated with a lot of people because every family has that person, that anchor, you know, in the house.
Yes.
So like, what did that song mean for you? Or like, are you that type of person too that everyone comes to? So it just like, did it hit home?
Honestly, you know, it's funny. I feel like the more and more I listen to it, the more I grow into it resonating with me more. When I initially recorded it, I was just like, wow, it was actually pretty early on in the process. And I recorded it even before I did a lot of dialogue too. So it actually painted the, you know, the colors that I chose to bring to Luisa's voice and like her mannerisms and all of that, because I knew that this devastating poetry existed inside of her. And it really, like, these are some devastating lyrics because of how real they are. They definitely, you know, as I'm talking about being an older sister and like, don't worry, just give it to her. You know, I am a sister myself. I am a daughter. I am a granddaughter, and I would do anything for my family. And I am actually the youngest sister, but in a way, I have been the rock of my family in a lot of ways. Sorry, family, y'all know it's true, okay? But I think because I'm an actor and I also like, it's my job to balance out several emotions at the same time. Yet I am also someone who has a very large inner emotional life, but I'm also dealing with, you know, my family's things that are going on. And, you know, I have a big family. And so, you know, everyone's got their own stuff going on. And I often find myself in the middle because I want people to be able to communicate and like understand where everyone's coming from. And, you know, I also think it's something, especially within Latino families, you know, it's especially just children of immigrants. It took so much for families to get here. And because of that, you know, and if you've seen the film, you understand, you know, context is everything. So there we see Abuela Alma being so cold and no one understands why this grandma's such a jerk. And then they see at the end, you know, it's like, actually, if you asked her what was really going on and you had conversations about that, it would provide all the context you need. And so I feel like, you know, that is something that I've experienced within my own family, and through doing this song, it's also made me, you know, realize it really is important to speak up about all of the other things that are going on inside of us, because, you know, society and sometimes our own families put these pressures on us.
Very much
they
so.
have these specific roles that they know that we play, and especially, I'm sorry, I can go on so many tangents here, but what's so smart about Disney to show these character archetypes through the lens of a Latino family, you know, it's so smart of them because there are so many people within them.
Yes.
You know we are notorious for color, music, food. We generate the culture. And so I feel like because there's so many different ways, like there's so many different types of people within our families, so many different themes, everyone else in the world can seem to find themselves within it, at least has been the general response that I'm hearing about, which is people saying, actually, this story is something that I relate to as well. And, you know, for me personally, I feel surface pressure. I feel the meaning of it in so many ways. Now it's starting to shift from just like how I feel about the role that I play within my family to like, wow, I have to balance. There's a lot to balance on my plate. And, you know, there are a lot of people that are expecting a lot of me, not even just my family now. Pressures that I put on myself of what maybe society is going to expect of me now. What's my next big thing, you know? But actually, I need to make sure that it's okay to ask for help and to know that, like, you know, you don't just do it on your own. Like, it's about reaching out to the people who, like, you know, like, got you and will support you. And it's okay to open up and talk about how you're feeling. You can't just be running on 10 all the time.
Agreed. Yeah.
So... Yeah. You know, there's a lot of layering within the song, but you know, that's like the meaning that I kind of put on it now. I think that's what it feels like for me.
So, like, as a Cuban American, how important was it being a part of the representation aspect of this film?
It was so important to me. I mean, you know, I am not Colombian, so I made sure, you know, like this was an incredible learning opportunity to immerse myself within the culture. I watched an incredible like personal tour on a digital camera of the Andes Mountains by Alejandra,
so cool.
who is within the cultural team. Yes, it was so amazing. And what actually felt so good is that even, you know, just the whole cast there, especially with the Colombian cast, their pride to bring their culture to light in this way and to show the beauty of Colombia and painting it in, you know, in a completely different way than it usually is within cinema. You know, we're showing the beauty, like the beautiful aspect of it. For me, relating that to my own personal Latino heritage feels amazing. I was not expecting to be in this position. Like, I didn't know that I would be someone's, you know, like vessel to, you know, a little like brown girl watching this being like, whoa, I can like do that. Like, I can also look like that and be brown and sing and dance and like be a multifaceted person. I don't have to just be an archetype. Like, you know, you can be the main character, and everyone in this movie is just a bunch of main characters because it's so character driven.
That's what I get about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel so honored. It's I didn't even know how important it was to me until I was really thrust in it and seeing everyone else's pride and realizing, you know, it's also my job to continue to bring my face and other people who look like all of us to the light and to share our stories, because look, they're actually amazing and are the 60th Disney animated feature film.
Right?
So that means something.
Historia.
There's really, you know, Historia, bro. Yeah.
Like you say that you can relate to Luisa, that everyone comes to you. Would you like to have her powers, like be that strong and be able to do all those strong things that she does in the movie, like throw cars around?
No,
and
I
stuff
want
like
people
that?
to pick stuff up for me.
She walking around picking up cars. It's like, Jessica,
But
we need to park, and
you
it
know
has
what
to
I'm
go
saying?
over there. She's picking up a car and putting it in the spot.
It's like, oh my God. But you know what? It'd be feeling like that
It was worth
sometimes.
a try.
Metaphorically.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, I do actually, like, I wish that I had Luisa's resilience, but even you see like the resilience is not possible. Like you have to experience, like you have to let things affect you, and you gotta cry. Like I'm the biggest crybaby, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So am
but it's
I.
like right, and you are a big crier because you also like. You realize you use your tears for when like, you know, like, okay, I'm really going to like luxuriate in this moment because like I'm always staying strong all the time. So when something really does affect you, it goes hard. At least that's how I feel like, you know?
No, for sure.
And I
like,
I
mean, to me, crying is like you're cleaning your soul. Every time you cry, te limpia el alma. And I love to cry. People call me cry, but I love it. Even in commercials, I cry. I don't
My soul is
right?
packed.
It's important.
My stuff is stacked.
Yes, it's good to cry.
I'm like a constipated soul. Like, what's going on here? It's like,
hey, listen, you need to just go like this.
And just start fanning it. Just start fanning. So, what other projects?
Just watch the end of Coco and you'll just start bawling.
Yeah, right. I've seen Coco though. I've seen
the last 15 minutes of Encanto.
Or Vivo
geez.
too.
Yeah.
Well, no, the last 15 minutes of Encanto had everybody crying in the movie theaters. I didn't see a dry eye.
God.
So, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
It was insane. Just the meaning entirely of that film is insane.
Yes.
So, and if you haven't seen it, you have to go see it. Like, I don't even know what you're waiting for at this point. You know, we got to turn around and support this film, and this film is absolutely amazing. It's got everybody for any person of the family. You know, we all have,
it really
you
does.
know, an Uncle Bruno. So, let's.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I think Bruno is like, you know,
let's talk about
underrated.
it. You know?
Like, people don't get that we have that in our family. Like, come on.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of layering here, like, but discussing like the mental illness is also a
Very
huge thing
much
as well.
so.
Like,
absolutely.
And this film touched on
there's-
all of it. Like, if there's a Latino family out there, there's one of each one of these characters inside your family.
Yeah.
You can't say there isn't. It's absolutely exceptional the way Disney was able to captivate this. And then when you add the music that Lin put together with it, I mean, it was just an emotional roller coaster from beginning to end, to the point where you even see the story. And we're not going to give it away, obviously, because we want you to go see the movie. It's still out there. Like, come on.
I know. I'm like, oh.
So what is it that we got?
But listen, one thing I just want to say is the hairs on the neck. That was crazy to me. And the animation.
That's true.
I was like, oh, y'all are showing. I was like, hairy ladies, that's me.
She's like, that's me.
You know? Because like, I mean, growing up Latina, I was told like, you know, why you got that mustache? Why you got that beard? I'm the prettiest one here because of my damn beard and my mustache. Like, what the hell?
That's what I'm saying. Represent.
I have so much to work with.
Represent.
Yeah, because you
Like, you know, it represented so much. But anyway, sorry to cut you off.
No, hey, the more you, the better. So, so what projects do you have that you can actually talk about that are coming out in the future?
Well, I'm actually working on some music right now, which is really nice. That's actually felt like it seemed to be the natural progression once Surface Pressure came out, and I did not expect it to have this response, honestly. But because of it, it's brought more music into my life in such an amazing way. So. Yeah. So I'm working on some music stuff.
That's
and
cool.
I was just in the ABC Disney Television Discovers Diversity Showcase, which was like a network showcase.
Yeah.
This happened on Wednesday. And it was like these series of short films that we did over the summer. And a bunch of like casting executives apparently saw it. So if y'all saw me, freaking put me in a film. It's good.
Pilot season's around the corner.
She's like, and if you're
So that's
watching
what I got
this,
going.
It's good.
get her in the film. So,
I mean, hello.
I mean, like, what are we waiting for?
Listen, what are you waiting for?
Right?
Because the thing is, like, it's an animated film, but like, look at this freaking face. Like, I need to be on TV, bro.
You never know. Pilot season's right around the corner.
True. You
I'm
do.
trying.
You need to be. Yep.
That's crazy. So,
Little by little.
if they wanted to follow you, Jessica, where would they go?
You can follow me at Jess Darrow _. That is for Instagram and TikTok. And that's pretty much. Oh, I got a Twitter too. Twitter's sometimes my diary. So if you're interested in that, you can follow me on there.
That's where I go to vent. Twitter is my
right.
Twitter is my
Except
place.
you got to be careful what you vent.
No,
Yes.
for me, I just like going to listen to people and then just kind of debating them there. That's where I go to debate all of my topics. I get all my news from Twitter. It's kind of,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah, right? And the debate is the likes.
Oh,
that's what it is.
literally what I live there for it. All right, guys.
Yes.
That is Jessica Darrow. And just like we are doing for all of the Encanto episodes, we are going to leave with our Encanto theme song, given by Lynn, performed by Carlos Vives. And here we go.
Colombia te quiero.